Welcome to another unexpectedly awesome episode of Careful Boys. Today we have Gucci with us, and look who just dropped in. Daddy David So is in the
father.
Papa So.
Dad now, dude. It's crazy.
So father.
Sucks. No, okay, not straight. So I love it. I love it.
We were talking about you earlier. We did an episode about how you missed your live stream.
Dude, 3:30 a.m. in the morning, man. I slept a half hour, and then I actually tried. I was like, I'm gonna do this. And then Mariel saw me like fade away as I was holding the baby. She was like, okay. Because what we do is this. So during the daytime, my job is to just facilitate everything that she needs. Yeah. So what we decided that works best is for us to sleep separately. So we both can get a collective hour of about 5 to 6 hours of sleep. So when I'm on duty, her goal is just to breastfeed and sleep in between intermittently. Yeah. So she gets a total of about 6 hours, and then I'll get a total of about 4 to 5.
Is this throughout the night or just throughout the whole 24 hours?
So my shift starts from 9 to 3 a.m.
Oh, okay.
And so the daytime, we're kind of just like doing it together. Okay. But then she kind of handles mainly everything. And she also enjoys it too. So like that, he just went through a growth spurt, but I didn't know. So I texted our friend Anna, and I was like, he's probably going through a growth spurt because a doctor kind of gives you a general idea of what their feeding schedule is. Yeah. So it's like every 3 hours at this point. But when they're in a growth spurt, it's like every 45 minutes. And
damn.
So he went literally overnight. He grew like 1.5 inches. So I woke up the next day. I was like, who the is this? I was like, what is it? And so we found out that he's uncomfortable because I go through the checklist. Diapers clean. He slept. He ate. I rocked him. Pacifier. Nothing's working. Most likely he's hungry again. But he was eating every hour. And the next day he grew like 1.5 inches. I was like, holy shit. He's wild, dude.
Yeah, you're also like 6'5".
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tall baby.
So the boy's, nice and healthy and super strong, and like, it's so funny because I was telling these guys, like, when I was in the hospital, I was getting super emotional, and it was not for me, it was for other people, other dads. Because Francis Ngannou, I cried for an MMA fighter because he lost his son, and I had to go into the bathroom and just go, like that super loud crying. So Mariel thought I hurt myself. Just bawling my eyes out for not even my own kid, it was for somebody else's son. And so I just kept thinking about that, and I thought about single moms, single dads. And then now my Instagram is just kids dying of cancer 24/7.
Oh my God.
That's a good algo that you got on. That's a hard one to get on.
From like Down syndrome kids to just kids with cancer. So Mariel just sees me crying all day. She goes, why are you crying? I was like, this kid died of cancer.
I just can't stop watching it.
You know kids fucking lower your T?
Really?
Maybe that's why I got low T.
It was pretty low.
Reasons.
It definitely like softens you up in a good way, but it also hardens you in a different way too, right? Like you empathize a lot more, but then, you guys know me, my tolerance for bullshit is already this big. Now it's like fucking here. It's kind of like unreal. Like, it's kind of like unreal how mean I am to people who I really, really dislike. But I'm actually a lot nicer than the people I like. So it's like prioritizing my emotions now. So it's like the people I enjoy, I'm like excessively nice to. The people I hate, I could kill them and wake up tomorrow perfectly fine.
Maybe it's like protector mode of like, this is my tribe I must protect. Fuck you!
You know what I did? In South Pasadena, there was a farmer's market that happens. And this kind of just goes to show like how so many people in this city alone are so scared to get canceled because they just always want to do the nice right thing. But sometimes that is the wrong thing. So there's a farmer's market in South Pasadena that happens every Thursday. Me and my buddy Ray are walking. There's a person smoking crack at a farmer's market with a bunch of kids around. Just like straight up, and you know the smell of crack, right? And I'm like, is that crack? And I'm walking by, and I'm like kind of in disbelief. I'm like, that's not fucking crack. And then me and my buddy Ray are walking, and we're like, that's fucking crack, dude. And so we're like kind of shocked that there's like kids playing around these guys, and they're not saying anything. So the next week, doing the same walk, now this one crackhead has 2 more crackhead buddies, and they're smoking in front of these kids. And so I'm now I'm about to be a dad. I wasn't a dad yet. I just walked up. I was like, hey, are you fucking smoking crack? Just like that. And then, they're all cracked out. They don't know. They're like fucking. And then finally one of the parents goes, yeah!
Activated his courage,
And then I got mad at the dad because I was like, how long were they fucking smoking crack here for? None of you said anything? Right? Like, because they had to have been doing it for a long time. There's 3 of them.
They might have just been jaded living out here.
What if they're like, but you saw them last week?
That one dad that went, yeah! me off. I was like, he wanted to say something for the longest time, but he was just like so scared to. But it's like, is the crackhead gonna beat you up? They're fucking cracked out. So they were just like
They
dead.
might. They might.
If it was like PCP or something, maybe something else.
Oh, like
I
a
don't-
superpower drug.
But they were just like cracked the fuck out. And I'm just kind of like shocked. Like, what the fuck is this shit? And I think like before I had a kid, I probably wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
I mean, like, not my problem. But then I see like kids literally coloring their books next to them. A whiff of crack smoke goes by. So it was just like
Getting more creative.
Kids are all cracked out.
They color harder.
it's like the best drawings ever. Dude.
It starts as flowers and sunset, but then it turns into monsters.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Whoa.
Me and Nick, when we went to the USC event, we were driving back. There was a freeway fire. Somebody lit the freeway on fire.
Wait, what part of the freeway?
This was
So off the 105.
off the 105.
What was actually burning though?
It was off to the side, right?
Yeah, it
like
was just a bunch of
it was
bramble and
neighborhood.
bushes. But some motherfucking, probably the same crackhead just fucking hiding there, dude.
They told me not to smoke anymore.
You know, when you look at stuff as social media, you don't know if it's like people exaggerating things. But when you see it for yourself, especially when you don't go out that much, like what was the chances that I was gonna see that? That was the one time I went out in a month. And then you just see the freeway on fire. It's like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? And then we have another fire again.
By Magic Mountain right now.
Yeah, it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have
That's
a
a big
fucking
one,
city
too.
anymore. Like at the end of this.
Yeah.
Well, they're just burning around LA right now. We can't go hiking right now.
What a bummer. Huh?
All the hikers are like, man.
No, when Runyon went up, I was like, oh, where will all the bad bitches go?
Oh no.
Canyon is such a fun little hike, but there's like always these random influencers that are there. Were you there when that one girl was trying to strip naked?
No. Oh wait, at the waterfall?
Yeah. And she kept looking around to see if it was okay. Like,
And then there's like kids.
there was a field trip there, dude.
Oh, whoa.
There was like somebody that kind of like told her like, don't do it. Like, there's like little kids, dude. You're gonna get arrested. Are you
Wait,
fucking
hold
out of
on.
your
She had like a trench coat and like lingerie underneath. Like waiting.
She was the crackhead. Fucking doing that.
Is Eaton Canyon accessible or no?
No. I mean, it is, but it's burnt to a crisp.
You mean that whole hike? That whole?
You know when we do the hike and there's that up area with that bridge? That bridge is burnt down.
No way.
So
That's so crazy.
you can kind of go through there, but what do you look?
All those houses are burned down too, huh?
Yeah, it's like whoever had a house that survived is very, very fortunate, right? Because when I went there just to kind of see, this is before they blocked it off, I just wanted this. It's fucking bad, dude. Like it is the most depressing thing I've ever seen in my life, and that's literally, you know, it's like right in our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
You were so close to the fire though. Did it smell?
Oh, it was bad, dude. Like we had to turn on. So if we didn't turn on all three of our air filters, it just smelled like an ashtray in our house.
Yeah.
You know, we have a newborn too.
Yeah.
So we had to like do all that type of stuff. We didn't have powers for 2.5 days, which was kind of rough. But other than that, I just got to see like from our window. It looked like fucking Mordor, like Lord of the Rings type of shit. Yeah. And I'm just like observing it. And then the farm that we're at too, it was right around the corner. You could just, it was fucking nuts. It looked like I was in a movie. You know what I mean? So like when you kind of like see that type of devastation, I thought about Lahaina, like that, and then I saw the aerial shot. It looks exactly the same.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's fucking nuts, man.
Damn.
So other than that, you know, being a parent's pretty cool.
How does it balance out with like all the responsibilities you have with Jumbi? Like when he's out getting like 70 gallons of milk, like
He
what
does
are you
all the
doing?
work. So me, I do customer service in the morning. That's the first thing I do in the morning. So I'm dealing with like people bitching, complaining, moaning, which understandably so. There's like people who vacation who just want to be treated like kings and queens. So I just have to the amount of emails that I have to write and like messages like in the DMs where I'm just like, what can I do besides apologize? Like even though it's not our fault, I just want them to feel good. So
Oh, you're the one that's actually talking to
for the
everybody?
bad ones, yeah. So
Oh,
it's like
damn.
there's a lot of people.
So he runs the Yelp account, and then it's my face, but I don't really do nothing on it. It's just
That's my morning
Damn.
routine. I have to wake up with the negativity every morning.
And you have to like quell what you really want to say.
Yeah, there's some people. There are some people that are so like rude. It's kind of like unreal. It's like what? I'll kill you. Like if we met in person, I could literally kill you.
What's some stuff that people have said that was like
Dude,
unreasonable?
somebody told me to go kill myself once. Like,
Over
Bro.
Ebola?
You or the Jumbi page?
just Joe. The Joe.
What's up, careful everybody? Today's video is brought to you by Factor. Okay, I know what it's like.
These days, you just don't have time to go to the grocery store. What do I want to eat today? Before you know it, 3 hours has passed and you're like, oh, now I got all this stuff to do. I know you guys are working professionals out there. You're busy. You're trying to juggle 5 kids. You got a lot of things to do. That's why I partnered up with Factor to hook you guys up with meal preps. And yes, this is yummy stuff, okay? This is really good. They got smoothies. They got dietitian approved meals. So if you're on a strict diet, you're on keto, you're a vegan only, they got all those options for you. And also, it tastes really dang good. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/offtherecord50off and use code offtherecord50off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code offtherecord50off. factormeals.com/offtherecord50off to get 50% off plus free shipping
On your first box.
on your first box.
Oh yeah, dude, it's my picture. Cause on the Yelp, it's like owner and it's me holding like a drink and shit, but it's all David responding back. And he'll say some snarky shit sometimes and I'm laughing. It's so funny.
It's like a business professional fuck you, but they don't know it's a fuck you. So they think it's very nice, but I'm basically telling them they're stupid because you can't. One of the things I won't stand for is like you can't attack our employees, right? It's like they're just doing their job.
Yeah.
So when they go to that route, it's like, where do they live? Like I literally think about that type of stuff. But then my main goal is just to make sure that they have a good time because it's customer service. So it doesn't matter how I feel. But that's what I have to do in like the morning. When we had the collab Jumbi with
Miffy.
it was the best. Like it was great, right? Everybody had a good time, but there's always gonna be like the 1% of crazy people. Dude, those crazy people were nuts.
Crazy
Like
people.
I'm talking about like 70-year-olds that wanted to get like the Miffy stuff.
Oh, they're complaining about it not being there?
Yeah, because it ran out.
Yeah.
And they were just like saying crazy shit to me. And I actually had a fever the next day. Because like I was so angry all day. Because I'd never been spoken to like that by like, like 50, 60 people. So it was just like, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm apologizing. I'm telling them that you can come get a free drink. We could comp you, whatever. One guy called me a faggot. And I was like... And I was like kind of shocked.
An email?
But they're looking at his picture.
There was like a 40-year-old woman.
Oh, what the fuck?
They just think it's him.
Photo though.
For not getting something?
And it's just him.
If someone wants to fight me, I'm not gonna know where that's gonna come from.
And all I had to do was apologize. So Joe's over here apologizing because the person calls him a faggot. And I'm just like,
What the heck?
I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna get mad at them. I just gotta let just
A lot of it, nothing happens like when I'm there.
Yeah.
But the way they treat some of our employees is horrible.
I don't like
Yeah.
And then what sucks is like, a lot of them are teenagers, so they're like,
Yeah.
first
So they
job,
deserve it.
sweet.
So we were talking about earlier. That
No, there'll be
service job.
grown men screaming at them and shit. I never get any attitude, and like I'm like delirious. I'm like what the fuck? This is crazy. But I said I'm gonna get a taser for them, so then when they come by, you fucking tase them. You fucking electrocute them.
There's some wild stuff, dude. Like, especially because like Waikiki, at nighttime you don't know what's gonna happen. People are drunk. It gets, so it's like a little party little area, right? So I don't know what it is, but I feel like when people spend a certain amount of money that they've been saving, they expected an X amount of treatment, like almost like their royalty.
Okay.
It'll be like on some shit of like, I didn't like the drink. I want my money back, and I would write back, are you still there? Go get your money back. Right? Like you didn't. Why did you leave?
Yeah.
And they'll send me a photo of the drink. It's gone. And I'm like, well, you drank a lot of something you hated, dude. Like that doesn't make any sense. And I always write back, you could. They're like, well, I drank it all, and I just write back, you could still get your money.
I'm getting seconds just to make sure I hate it that much.
I just want them to walk away happy. I don't care, right? So it's like, but that's just the stuff that I have to deal with in the
And they've
morning.
never come back even after that.
Oh, they come back.
Oh, with the empty drink and got
If
the
you're
money.
nice to somebody, they will come back.
Wow.
Right? I think kindness always works. It's just like you have to be the person willing to kind of get the result that you want. And that's some shit I learned from him because I was like, my initial thing is to just, find where they live. But now it's like, if the end goal is we want this store to be successful, we want them to be happy, then I have to bite the bullet and then, treat them with kindness. And so I just have to do that.
You can still deliver kindness to where they live.
100%. There was one person that was like, 400 pounds or something, and they're like, I stood in line for like 20 minutes, and I was like, you should stand for another few hours. But I don't. right?
delete.
And also your fat little fucking kids too. But I didn't say that.
You type it out and then you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta let it out.
You know what's funny? Some people were so entitled. They're like, I've been waiting in line since 9 a.m. And I'm like, there's been people from like 5 a.m. So fucking
For the Miffy merch?
yeah. So it's like, what makes you so special when there's people that camped out from 4 in the morning, fucking had their like bench ready to go, and I'm like, they deserve to be in front of the line.
Sure, yeah, that's how lines work.
Yeah.
That's exactly how lines work.
It's 9, and it's like, yeah, but by the time you were there at 9, there was already like 400 or 500 people.
Yeah.
So it's like that's your
How
fault.
long that the line was on release?
So the day of, I think 700 people came. Total day, full day. But the line went all the way wrapped around to the Sheraton. So in line, there had to be around 300 at least.
And these kids are hustling too, right? And it's so funny because one person wrote this whole essay about how we should run our business. And then I just wrote back, I was like, hey, if you're at the store, did you know that you could see from the front to the back if you just stare at it from like a foot away? Like, that's how small our store is. We can't add more employees. It's packed. Like, it's so small. Like, if we add another employee, it would get less work would get done because it's so crowded in
There's
there.
not even enough room to print that shit.
I can't even print your Yelp review on the wall because the whole store would collapse. Like, are you nuts? Like, yo, help us out, man. But after I wrote that, they were just like, oh, we thought it was bigger in the back. I was like, no, what you see in the front is the whole store.
I don't get people that think that they can run your business better than you. I'd be like, please take it. Fucking do it. Do it. Let's see you. Let's see you.
Buy me out.
Buy
Yeah.
me out and fucking do it.
Do it, motherfucker, do
When
it.
it's on.
When we do that, we also have like the MMA podcast that we do. I have like Genius Brain, I have me and Tim's pod.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I had to change was just my free time shifts. And then now I'm like making everything 10 times more efficient because what was that small margin of acceptance for error is now gone. You don't have that anymore. So it's like I've reorganized the home. Everything is like kind of like crazy organized. Like I've never done this before. So all the stuff that was like small stuff that you don't really give a shit about, it's like I don't need a bin for that. I'll just leave it there. Everything is in bins. Everything is labeled. Everything is marked. So if I need to get shit done, I have to get it done.
Yeah.
And so that's like the biggest shift. Other than that, like I'm a lot more meaner to people. So it's like
That's cool.
You know, that also helps a lot too.
When does Mariel go back to work, or does she go back to work already?
No, her maternity leave. I think she has another like 3 or 4 months left.
That's awesome.
So like for us too, like I'm very like conscious of like how just very fortunate we are, right? Because of how even though I'm working at home, I'm still next to the kid. I get to see my kid.
Yeah.
So that feels really, really good.
That's really nice.
Like being able to watch him grow up, because I know my parents didn't have that, right? Because they were always working. We were always gone. So my grandparents raised me. So my grandparents got to see me grow up while my parents had to go ahead and do what they had to do. So when I look at that, I go, that's what I think about single moms. I think about single dads. I think about like people who don't have like the financial means to even get the stuff that we had. I got a bunch of stuff from you guys. I got a bunch of stuff from Jeremy and Anna. I got a bunch of stuff from all of our friends. And this is stuff I didn't have to do. So like I got blessed with so many like good people and good friends around me that it's a lot easier for me. So when I say like parenting is easy, it's because of everybody around me. It's not because of anything I'm doing, right? I've had tips from other friends. I'm getting good advice. I've had like a lot of people who did it before me that allow me to do what I do. Yeah. So that just kind of keeps me in a good mood at all times.
That's tight. You got so much practice, and I know who I'm gonna abandon my children to.
Just fucking bring them over here, dude. I will say this though, it's so funny. Like the doctors and the nurses, every time we went to visit, like they kept reminding us, make sure you don't shake the baby. Make sure you don't shake the baby. And I'm like, what am I, fucking stupid? Why do you keep saying this to me? And then there was a night.
You look like a shaker.
where I was like, oh.
Yeah, they're shaking because parents get so frustrated, like, you motherfucker!
You want them to sleep. And so you're like rocking them. And so I saw a video instructional of like there's like a video of a parent trying to shake their baby and they kind of fucked up their brain because it's just jello in there. And so they don't know that. They're not trying to hurt the baby, but the baby's not sleeping and they don't know how to figure it out. So out of frustration and sleep deprivation, they do this. Like, just sleep.
Explains the socially awkward people we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
So
But how
Don't
did
shake your baby.
cavemen survive so long with a fragile little worm?
I think they just killed their kids.
They're like,
Yeah.
Google Gaga, shut up!
There's a reason why the population was
You know?
much smaller.
Yeah. So they're like super fragile. So like now, like when I look at him, like I sometimes like the other night, he was like pissing me off because not because of something he did, but it's just like I haven't slept in so long. Yeah. And I just said, out in the air. I was like, this motherfucker. Right? I just like got up. I was like, did I just like boss up on my fucking like 1-month-old kid? It's like, motherfucker, I'm gonna go to sleep. Motherfucker, goddamn. You know?
Have you seen that video of that guy picking up the kid and then wrapping him up in a certain way and then it stops crying?
Oh, they swaddle him or something?
Swaddle.
Yeah. The swaddle kind of works, but it's like the issue with the kid is every kid is different and you don't know what they want in the moment.
Every kid is different.
They're all old Honda Civics. Like you got to figure out what you got to do the thing to make it work, right? And what I found out is you got to try everything and try it 4 more times other ways. So right now we're in the stage of like unsolicited advice from people who don't have children, which is the most annoying.
Oh, that's
thing on
nice.
earth. Yeah. Hey, I got a baby brother, and what I used to do. Go die.
Yeah.
Shut up. Exactly.
I have a baby.
Shut the fuck up. You don't know anything.
I remember when I was 1.
Yeah.
You know what I used to like?
So Taika's cousins are twins, right? When they had the twins, because I was like, damn, this is tough. And when they had the twins, they would put one down, wash them. Okay, this baby finally goes to sleep. And then time to put this baby down to go to sleep. They're like, okay, thank God. This baby rolls over, whacks out like, and then this baby wakes up, this baby, start the process all over again. I'm like, damn, that's fucking crazy.
Just smacking each other.
Like Three Stooges.
I'm not trying to be like, this is not a crazy thought, but like I was looking at my kid and then, you know, this is over like a super hard night of him not sleeping, which by the way is understandable. But I remember I looked at him and I just thought, I get why people abandon children. Because it's like,
You're not looking up, where's the nearest firehouse again?
I never wanted him.
Oh.
I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
You're out.
Like those teen parents?
Yeah. I never wanted this. Like, I get it. But I wouldn't do because I love him. But
Mommy's still trying to go to the club.
yeah, you know what I mean? If you're trying to pop pussy, you don't want this fucking thing here, right? It's like a part of your life for the rest of your life. So I get it. It's like I get why like parents abandon their kids because
If you don't want it and it's this hard.
Yup.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like when I see the guy, it's like, dude, I abandoned my kid when I was 15. I was like, shit, I don't. Like, step him up.
When it was 15.
I get it. I get it, dude. I get it. It's fucking hard, man.
Yeah.
And this is me with the leg up on things, right? So it's like,
Right. Yeah.
could you imagine a 15-year-old that has nothing? They're fucking stupid at 15.
Yeah, God
and then they're trying to raise a kid.
Oh my god, I'm slow. I thought you meant the kid was 15.
Oh no.
Raise the kid during the hard part. At 15, I'm out.
When all the job is done, you go, hey, fuck you, dude.
Kid's like, I had 3 more years.
Firehouse at 15.
One of the things like Mary will notice too is like around the kid, like I'm also a lot like I'm never myself around the kid because I don't want him to pick up my weird habits.
Oh, so you don't want him to take the traits that you.
No.
He's gonna take it.
Yeah.
So like it's
Low
like
key, that stuff is genetic, bruh.
dude, like how I speak to him, like how I carry myself, like there's no anger around. Like when I'm away, then I'm like, this motherfucker, god damn it!
You go in the other room?
And then I like when I hold him, I'm like, it's okay, blah blah blah, doing all this other stuff, like something I would never do. It's just like I know he's gonna be probably a lot like me, but I got to give him a leg up at least. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I can't start it so early.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be like, okay, this is what normal people do.
Yeah.
So let me just try to do normal people shit.
You don't scream in the baby faces and go, shut the fuck up!
Now I just like cradle him, but he's super fucking cute, man.
He's cute, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like these moments where you look at your kid and you're just like, oh shit, dude. Like, you fucking came from Hades. Yeah, dude, like you were literally right here, dude. And then you passed all the other sperm and you say, get the fuck out of here. And then you just went bam, right in.
It's the ultimate collab.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, it's cool being a dad. I like it.
Do you guys, okay, so like your kid's a little older, right? So are you, and you might not have to think about this yet, but like, what are your takes on gentle parenting? Are you a gentle parent?
Fuck that shit.
I don't think I'm a gentle. No.
You're a kind parent.
I think. Wait, what am
He's
I-
autistic.
No, I'm autistic. That's for sure.
Autistic parent.
I already think I'm a bitch parent.
You're what?
I think I'm a bitch parent.
Really?
Like-
I feel like I am.
In what way?
Like
What
you
does
let
that
your
mean?
kid do whatever, like, or like, does he have consequences for, you know?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
And I
so-
feel like, but I already feel like I'm not hard enough, and I feel like because of where I came from, I don't want that.
Yeah.
And then I feel like, let's say there's that, and then maybe here's what's like balanced, and I would like to be here maybe, but I think I'm like closer to here. You know? I'm like, if Daddy tells you one more time, and I'll say that like 5 more times.
I'll say this though, your kid is different though, dude. Your kid is different. Like you have to remind him 4,000 times. His brain is so fast. Like his
Really
his
fast.
thoughts doesn't catch up to his mouth. So he's like, dude, did it. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say?
Like the kid from the Wild Thornberries?
Dude, he's straight up, he's the Tasmanian devil. Yeah. So I just
Taika's crazy.
I don't know what he's saying, but he's having the time of his life.
Yeah.
So I just have to be like, yeah. Like, walk off.
That's just for sure genetic.
And it comes from Geo.
It's all Geo, yeah.